Hello, this is Lincoln Easley here, and we are in FTT210 Custom Wood Building. This is week 8, part 4, and this is the final for this part of the class. So today what we're going to go over is we have the nose cap that we got to put on. So we have to sand this down, we have to go through and fine tune it, shape it to fit the black powder rifle. The next thing that we have to do is I'm going to have to sand down a little bit where the nose cap's got to go. I got to fit this in. I got to have it as close to perfect as possible. And then I have to shape the wood so it's not so blocky. And this is where I start customizing the wood to fit me. Then once I complete that, the last task would be to go through and I'm gonna get the wood wet with a hot rag, and then I'm gonna put an iron on it to steam it up. And once we complete that, this will be completely built and done, and it'll be ready for the next task. I am gonna be doing one last thing after this is all done to the black powder rifle, and that's gonna be on a separate video. But as of right now, this is what I'm gonna do for this assignment. So I'm going to go ahead and get to work on this, and we're going to get this going, and we're going to get this all completed. Okay, so now that I got what I have done to the rifle, the next thing is I got to go through and work on the nose plate and get this going. And I have to file this down, so I got to round this. There's some spots where I marked with the pencil that are high spots for when I have to do the iron, and I'm going to smooth out a lot of this rifle to fit me. That way I'm going to build it the way I have it, to where it's comfortable when I'm taking it out to go shooting. That way it's exactly the way I want it. It's comfortable for how I'm planning on using it. So that way when it's all done, I'd be able to take it out and shoot it, and it's all good to go. So I'm going to get to work on the sanding and the filing and doing everything I have to do to get this where it needs to go. So I'm going to get to work on this. Okay, now that I have the rifle to where it fits me comfortably and I have everything smoothed out, I kind of do my own modifications to how I want it. So that way when I construct it and put it the way I have it, it's going to fit me personally. So I personalized this rifle for me. Even though I did it with 60 grade sandpaper and I rasped and filed a lot of the wood and did a lot more woodwork on it and fine-tuned some things, surprisingly the next step I have to do, so I got to find the dips and I got to raise the dips. And the trick to that is I actually go into the light, I look in the light and I try to find some low spots, and then that's how I go through and raise it with the iron. So now we have completed our project and it is all done. We had polished our brass, and I actually polished these down to 600 grit sandpaper. I prefer to have a shiny look to them. I also used this brass polisher. It was my preference. So everything came out really good. Everything's really nice. Everything's perfect. It's exactly the way I want it. So this is what we're going to go through. We're going to finish up and we're going to go to the next step, which is an added bonus to what I'm going to do to my black powder rifle. So have a great day and take care.